He's on the other side. Well, hello everybody. Ant-Man here, coming to you with a cool little adventure for some nighttime hunting. This is just a compilation of a handful of nights that I was out with my father. The first night I'm in an area that's quite familiar to a lot of folks, and I'm going to be hunting the levee edge here and looking for pythons that kind of run along the bottom where the cocoa plums are. A lot of times the pythons are down there feeding on rats, which are in turn feeding down there on the berries from the cocoa plums. So certain times a year when the berries have fallen and gathered around the base of these cocoa plum trees, there can be quite a few rodents, and in turn there can be quite a few pythons. Most of the time these pythons are smaller snakes between 5 and 9 feet long. They're what I call rat eaters, but they can be plentiful, and a lot of times I catch them back to back, so you'll see me log these snakes in real quick and move to the next one without much fanfare. Anyway, let's jump right on into it. Ouch. Well, ooh, this one's a feisty little guy. Got me on my knuckles. Where's that head at? There it is. See what happens when you grab too far back? Check out a taste for blood. Oh, that's the first one. Second python of the night. So, just came out of the water. He's a little bit unhappy there. Alright. Yep. Big. Same size, little 5-footer. Alright. Go in here and we're gonna just do a rapid vlog on that. Well, you see, on that first night my father and I caught the 2 snakes back to back, and you know, they're not monster snakes, so I really don't do too much in the way of crazy photography or trying to get video. I just pretty much capture them and log all my data and bag them up and move on to the next snake. So that's kind of why that was so quick. But on day 2 here, which I'm doing now, I'm shining at the base of the levee at another location that's very familiar to a lot of people, and you'll notice that the lights are aimed at the base where the toe of the levee meets the swamp. A lot of times these snakes travel along there in the water and kind of sometimes come out and make a little bit of a foray up onto the edge of the levee. Most of the time they're down at the base of the levee, which is where I focus my efforts with what I'm looking for. You know, you can find them crossing right in front of the vehicle sometimes, but most often it's kind of down at the base where I'm looking. So let's go ahead and see how it goes. Little walking through the swamp to get to it, but got ourselves a little 7.5 footer. Been a slow night so far. About 10 o'clock, this is our first snake. Male, I can feel the spurs on my. Yeah, he'll probably go close to 8 feet, 7.5 maybe. Alright. Better than none. That guy wasn't that good of a hunter. He's on the other side. It's number 2 in a short amount of time. Interesting. Maybe it makes me think I should stay here. If I can climb back up the hill. Not feeling good at all today, so. Biting itself. Look at that. Ripping its own flesh. That's just a big one. It was a little bit smaller than the last one. It quit biting itself. Jeez. There we go. So this is gonna be. It's about a 7-footer. The last one was closer to 8. So, nonetheless, it's number 2. So, all right. Can you believe the entire time we're sitting here, there's one right here? So here, my dad and I are getting ready to hunt, and there's a damn snake right here on the side of the road. Get that in my hands. Snake is wet. All right. Number 2 for tonight. That's kind of interesting way to get the snake. I thought periscoping right here. Here he goes back down. Pin on his body there. Pull some vegetation up so we can see. There he is. Some thick stuff around here. Alright, there you go. Just like that. This is probably going to be about 7 feet. So first one of the night. It's been slow. It's been a slow couple days actually, but this is a good start. It's the 3rd one I've caught literally next to this concrete in a week and a half. I caught one with you, and I caught one here. Well, it ended up being 2 pretty decent nights of action. None of these snakes were earth-shatteringly large. Well, at least not yet. Give them time and they would be. But it was a good adventure getting out there with Dad for these 2 nights, and you know that sometimes there could be long spaces of time in between actually making captures, and then when the snakes decide to move, you can catch snakes just back to back. And that's what happened on both of these nights. It was just kind of slow, and then all of a sudden, you know, python after python, you know, I don't do too much fanfare of videoing them. I just kind of log them and keep moving, because when they're moving, I need to be moving. So it was pretty cool, and you know, for those of you who do decide to watch these videos, it gives you a little bit more of a taste of how it really is out there. It's not always just constant action, but it is always fun, and it is always interesting. So if you like the material, please like and subscribe, and as I always say, I hope to see you out there in the field. Y'all take care and be safe. Later.